Uh, got another video I want to talk to y'all about why it's on my head. When I like to speak about things, why it's fresh on my brain. Sometimes it's hard. I get kind of excited to say it, but you got to be put out there, man. And this is Logic coming to y'all again. You know what I'm saying? Let me say this. Some of your biggest blessing blockers is from the city you from. Let me say that again. Some of your biggest blockers are from the city that you are from. What I mean by that? People have a thing about themselves, and just like on a psychological level. Excuse me, I get tongue tied. Some people know full well that what you're capable of doing. They know better than you do. And they may be your enemies. It might be some of your closest people who really love you to death. They see. But they just can't get over the hump. They don't want to see you cross that threshold. And it's sad, you know what I'm saying? It's sad. It be from my own city, man. It's so many people I've seen from my city are so freaking talented and have been gotten overlooked. And some people have gotten looks at all because of, quote unquote, they in these certain circles popular. Let me explain to y'all about what popularity is. And this is something I learned years ago when I was, since I was, excuse my language, but when I was in middle school, popularity don't last long. You know what I'm saying? It's only for a season. You got a whole life ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't, they go in and out the seasons, just like hairdos, haircuts. You know, the way you dress and your attire, it comes in, goes out. You feel me? It's like the tide ebbs and flows. But some of your biggest haters, some of the biggest blockers is people who you live, where you come from. You know? It speaks about that in the Bible too. Sometimes you have to move away. And some people get that really misconstrued. They don't really understand why people move away. Some people think, oh, well, some people you really need to you have to take that upon yourself to find to have a fresh start. A king or a queen got to have a fresh start elsewhere. Some of it works for some people. Some people get to stay in their city and they get the love. But one thing I learned about love, is love ain't at times, people show you all the love you want on social media, on Facebook and everything, man. And it's in a split second, they'll turn on you. Some of the most closest people. I had a situation like that before. You know what I'm saying? I had a situation where I got in a situation. I'm not going to go into details or bring anyone names because they're not worthy of being mentioned. But when that situation went down, some of the people who I held at high regard, and let me back this up. I don't have no hate. I don't have time for that. You feel me? I'm not bitter. I am healed. You understand what I'm saying? So let me go back to that. But let me say this. When this scenario happened, it unleashed, and I was seeing it, with other people in life, how people are turn on people the minute, they go against the grain or whatever the case may be in social media. They get in the uproar and, just blast that person, man. I think that's some toxic ASF. You know what I'm saying? I think it's very toxic to see people do like you're so conditioned to just do things like that. And there's no judgment. It's just crazy, man. And, I thank God that he showed me in a scenario one time where I watched social media, some of the people who I've had at the most highest regard, like I had so much respect. And I was so disappointed in them but people really they're more entertained in the lie. They care less about the truth. And that's being real. People care more about the soap operas of what's going on. Like the element surprise of what's going on in life. People get a kick out that, man. But the thing that y'all, what you be doing by feeding into this algorithm, and you playing with some people that you don't get away from that, right? There's some people that walk this earth, and this is a fact. You know, some of the people that you cross people like that, and you wonder why your life has gotten in, you've been in certain situations. Some people you can get away with doing people like that. Some people I'm pretty sure some people have gotten, you know, God gives some people a long leash. You know, sometimes, you know, it's the way to ball. But one thing I rest assured I've learned, sometimes you can make the worst mistake of your life, crossing the wrong person. Some people aren't like everyone else, right? But you look at them on a visual, perception versus reality. You don't know who you entertaining. That's a fact. Some people you walk and you talk to and you communicate, you don't know who these people is. That's why it's so important and so crucial to treat people with dignity and respect, just as you would want to be treated, right? But some people don't understand that. You all take the Chicken George way out, take the Cowley Road way out, thinking it all funny and all fun and games. But it's all funny. It ain't funny when your finances jacked up. It ain't funny when you go into the hospital and you're sick and you wonder why you're sick. They can't figure out what's wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? And who causes that? Some people say it's karma. Sometimes it be the Most High. You cross the wrong people. Some of y'all getting that. Some of y'all cross some people that you paying for to this day. All because you thought they were small. That's what you thought. You thought they were so small, they was insignificant, and you crossed them. And you ain't know that was your biggest supporter. Or that was a person that wasn't supposed to be crossed. So sometimes when you in cities like this, in your city, you're not going to get the most love. And it's okay. But remember something. This world way bigger than the city that you from. This world is a lot big. It's a lot of money on the table. Let me stop. Let me tell y'all something, man. It's money out here. It ain't all about money. But if you're trying to build something, stop thinking so small, thinking these individuals is the ones that contribute to you building what you're supposed to be building. And what you they're only a small smidgen in the way of your success. You understand? Stop letting people do that to y'all. I'm sick of it. Hell, it didn't happen to me. But if I ain't had enough sense and enough smarts and wits about myself and belief in myself, I would have fell right into the trap too and made the cycle repeat. But you got to dead the energy. You got to dead the energy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. You know, I brought about this in a live. I said pure victory. Some victories are gained at too great a cost. Some people have committed certain acts against people that could have caused them, could have caused them great harm, but it would have caused them great pain as well. And they would have lose more than a little bit. That win would not be beneficial. It would not even make sense in what's coming back to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you losing, a pure victory is what? I said this before. It's a victory gained at too great of a cause. So I'm going to sit out here and let your energy, let you talk me out my spot, cause me to hurt you. And you're not thinking, you thinking peanuts. You don't thinking this person could do this to you. But sometimes you got to let God do what he do. Instead of you doing it, because thank God for him sparing you. Well, and they listening to God within themselves and hearing his voice from keeping him from doing something, because it don't take no but a split second. It don't take much. You know what I'm saying? So I think and I commend all the people here who look at these videos and listen to me clearly. You know what I'm saying? Or what I'm saying, analyze it and understand where I'm coming from on an analytical mind, right? Do not let for people to act that way towards you, you got to remember something. For to take all these people, all these individuals, to subjugate you or put you in situations that made you feel the worst of the worst, that you was almost wanting to hurt yourself or perhaps wanted to hurt them. And God, you thought God wasn't doing nothing. And time moves along and then God shows and he reveals. He always reveals. All that kiki laughing and all that, you think it all fun and games. And then you wonder why your life stuck. And you trying to figure out like, damn, why I'm going through all these problems? I'm trying to tell y'all, man. So my heart in the right place. I pray that y'all keep your heart in the right place. And don't let people put you in situations of pyrrhic situations where you could lose it all. You know what I'm saying? Letting your emotions run amok. Let it take you to a place where you destroy everything that you have tried to build, all by just a simple emotion. Hell, go have you a drink or something, man. Look, go talk to somebody the closest. You know, it's hard to even talk to some people these days. So I'm just here to be therapeutic to people and telling and saying things to people here that need to be said. You know what I'm saying? I came from some of social media is very beneficial, but a lot of it is horse shit. I'm just keeping it real. Like, it's a lot of bull crap being fed. You know what I'm saying? And we as a people, we can be so much better. And I'm just speaking for my ethnicity. That's no judgment. I'm just saying we can do better. And I think as adults, as parents, as future leaders, knowing we got people watching us, we got young children that watch. I got young kids that watching me. I ain't even talking about personal kids. I got people who actually watch me. Viewers. You know what I'm saying? Look, do right, man. Stop doing that, man. So if you in a situation where you in a city that people don't even trip, sometimes you may have to move away. I can't tell you what to do, right? I can't tell you what to do. But what I'll tell you before you lose yourself, if you in a situation where you about to go in the deep end, you about to hurt a bunch of people because of the foolishness, because some people play with your careers. They try to tarnish and destroy your whole character and everything about you, all because of a misunderstanding they have had with you, where it could have easily be settled, maybe by the hands. We could have shoot the fair ones or something. Or we could have had a conversation. But people be geeking that type of stuff on. And I don't respect you. You ain't a real one if you doing that. If you moving like that, I don't care if you old enough to know better. If you in your adult life, 40-something years old, 50-something years old and older, and you still playing them stupid political dumb games, something wrong with you. You damaged. And you need to go heal. You need to go have somebody to be in your ear, need to sit you to the side and tell you, say, look, get it together. You're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? We got to hold each other accountable, not just yourself. You need to hold other people accountable. You know what I'm saying? You want us to have the best. This is what it is about. And show love to the people, it's small heroes in this city. In your city. Let's put it like that. Do right by people, man. Love on people, man. It's just that simple. And I don't mean to be overexcited or overpassionate. It's just real. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. It is sickening. And it be plaguing our cities, our inner cities, our urban cities, man. It is sick. I'm sick of hearing about stories with people trying to compete with others, trying to put the small guy down, thinking he the small guy, not knowing that you light years behind this particular person. I've seen it over and over and over again. You sit here and you watch and you pay attention to what people got going on, and you don't know what's going on behind the scenes about that. You sit here and you looking at people from your bird's eye view, thinking this person, just because this person don't do this such way, living like the Joneses, and you thinking that the fact that they ain't got no kind of motion. Y'all crazy. Some of y'all crazy, and y'all be falling into that trap, and y'all be missing your blessings every time. You be walking right past your blessing every time. You don't even know it. You walking past a person who could really put you where you need to be on the map. But your attitude and the way you treat people, and people see it, and your social media, it shows. And you wonder why you be stuck the way you at. Because of your foolishness. This city, I grew up in this city. And I love my city. I'm talking like I grew up in the heart on South Side. People know what it is. I grew up here. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about from getting kicked out from the park multiple times, from the pool, fights. Look, can't tell me nothing, man. I didn't survive it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm still living, I'm still doing what I'm doing, and I'm still living for my family, and I'm keep doing what I need to do for mine. And I hope and pray that our people and we all understand how important it is by the inner season for us to get it together. It's sad to see some of the most talented people move away and move to another city, taking their talents elsewhere, and you wonder why they don't want to connect with the city and why they don't want to talk about where they're from, because of the way they be treating them. And then y'all don't want to sit here and be real enough and say it. So I'll be real enough to say it. Nobody want to claim a certain cities when y'all doing them and treating them a certain way. And you wonder why they forget where they came from. They ain't trying to forget. They're trying to forget the damn pain that happened to them. All the ill-mannered ways, the way people treated them. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's been 16 minutes. Look here. It's nothing but love. Tighten up. Chin up. Let's get to it.